How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Norway. And there you go, just like that. Oh, nothing fancy. Let's go for it. What could go wrong? Not a lot. As you can see, Phil's caught the first fish of the trip and he's absolutely inhaled that mackerel bait. Well done, Phil. Yee! Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the beautiful country of Norway. It's -23 with a wind chill of -35. So we've got a little bit of an issue today. When we got here late last night, Stuart and Steve went out for a fish and everything froze. So when they're winding in, their line was frozen to the rods because of the wind chill. If we can get out of the wind, we should be just fine. Don't worry about it though. Today should be -18 with a wind chill of -25. Then tomorrow it should be -12 with a wind chill of -15. And then for the next 4 days could be +1 with snow. So we will be fine. It's going to be okay, hopefully. We've got our protective clothing on. We've got heated everything and we're going to have a go. My name's Wayne. This is the beautiful Norway. Wish me luck, everyone. It's an absolute privilege to be out here fishing for you. Thanks for all your support. I'm super excited. Let's go and catch some big Norwegian cod. Let's go. I am here. I just want to show you the beautiful side of Norway. How are you doing?
Cold.
Yeah, I was trying to tell people in my introduction to our trip here in Norway, you went out last night.
Yeah, -35. That was that's probably the coldest I've ever been all the years. All the years I've been coming, that's 100% the coldest I've ever been.
Yeah, we've got a bit of an issue. We've got a wind chill, haven't we?
Yeah, that was
Let's move over here, things sure. Yeah, we can fish and we'll be fine, but it literally is life or death out here.
Yeah, last night, honestly, when I was winding in, the line was freezing coming up. There was a big ball of ice, the reels were freezing. Yeah, that was unfishable last night.
So we've got a plan.
Yeah.
We've got the other trucks at the top of the road waiting for us. So we better get going, but welcome back to Norway. Hello, Stu. We're back again, 25th trip.
29th trip.
29th trip. So we've got a little bit of experience out here, haven't we?
A little bit.
Cod, no halibut this time.
No halibut ban on at the moment.
There's a ban. We might accidentally catch them with bycatch, but they go straight back. But we're going to be out and out cod
yeah, but that's
fishing.
good because obviously we can show how to catch and release, how to how to bring a big halibut in and release it safe.
Yeah. So from now until April, if you're coming out, you cannot fish or take any halibut at all.
No.
£6,000 fine, which is like a crate of beer out here, but
all we paid in the airport, yeah.
It's not worth it. It seems we don't eat fish.
No.
I'm definitely not risking it, but we'll see you in a bit. We're going to get in the van and we'll see you down at the mark. How you all doing? You'll notice I've not got gloves on. For some strange reason in life, which I'm not sure, my hands never get cold, which is quite insane really. Yeah, what you can't see, I've got an Arctic blast coming from the north, probably -35 coming down beside the shipping container. So I've got you huddled in, you're in nice and tight to make sure the camera keeps working, and I'm stood in the wind. And my face is freezing. But look, reels, 515s, old style. As you know by now, I love these for fishing in Norway, the Bristol Channel. Yeah, they're my go-to reels. They're not the new ones. They're not the casting specials, they're the old ones, and I absolutely love them. I've got them spooled up with 26-pound ultra cast with a 80-pound leader. What I'm going to do is put them on the rods and I'll bring you back. I'll show you my rigs. We'll quickly do some baiting up and then we're going to do some fishing. Hopefully we can sit back, relax, enjoy the scenery. I might get the drone up. It could freeze, you know me, risk it for a biscuit. Hopefully I can get us some nice footage and together we can catch us a few fish. As you can see, it's beautiful. I'm not going to tempt fate, but everyone got their kit. The flight wasn't delayed. Our hotel was great. We didn't get stuck in any traffic driving up from Somerset to Gatwick. The house is beautiful and the weather looks good for the week. In all the trips I've been here, this could be the best one. I'm super confident. We've got good bait. We know this location very well. Yeah, we've got a chance. The others are in the van already with the heating on. For some strange reason, maybe I'm just stupid, I don't feel the cold. My face does a little bit, and my nose, my Eastern European nose, I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, that feels a little bit cold, but yeah, not too bad. Let's show you some rigs. As you know, when I'm in the UK, I love fishing simple, unless I'm fishing a match. But out here, we really go for it. Fishing Norway is pretty much like the UK. It's about opinions. So there's some people that fish out here that fish totally different to us. But where we fish, in the locations we fish, we seem to do all right. So I'm just watching everyone's rods because they're in the van. So what I'm going to do in daylight is pop up some baits. Simple stuff. If you watch my Norway videos before, pretty straightforward. We call these a rattle rig. Quite a few of you have seen these before. This is a 15-foot up and over. It was. And there we go. It's carp foam or pop-up foam with an 8-0 J hook and a 10-0 circle. Sorry if I talk a little bit strange from time to time. It's because my face is freezing. Yeah. So daylight, pop baits up. At night time, put them on the deck. Pretty self-explanatory. As we would in the UK. Hey, did you see my last Chesil video? I sunk the place out, didn't I? I blanked. That's the first time. I'm trying to think if it's one of the first times I've actually blanked on Chesil. I'm sure I have. I just can't remember it, but it's like a trauma. But yeah, I actually blanked on Chesil. It's pretty funny. Sorry about filming it and making you watch it, but I like to keep it real. You know by now, if you're new to sea fishing or you've been fishing for a long time, you know anyway. Or if you're just coming along to sea fishing, I want to show you how it is. My YouTube channel is not about one person. It's not about me going, look at me, I can catch loads of fish, which I can't, as you see, but I do try. It's about just showing you how hard it can be. I don't want to put you off. I just want you to enjoy all this sort of things, you know? Just the scenery. It's not as nice at Weston-super-Mare as this, can I say that? But you know what I mean. Making a plan, getting out for a few hours out the house. If you go once a week or once a month, stop for a breakfast on the way with a mate, make a few rigs in the evening, keeps you out of the pub. That's what it's done for me in the past. Make a plan and stick to it. If you catch a fish, it truly is a bonus. And once you come out quite a few times, not just to Norway, anywhere else, you can get a little bit tricky and skillful. You can think, well, today I'm going to target a certain species. And once you start doing that, you can bring quite a lot of joy into your fishing. I think when we first start, we just like to go out, get a few bites. Some of us just like to get out the house, get away from the enemy. Well, I mean the missus. But there you go. There's my 15 foot up and over. What I'm going to do now is stop talking. You'll be like, thank God for that. But I like to keep in touch and let you know that I'm doing okay, and I hope you're doing well. Why wouldn't I be? And hopefully I can make us a few nice videos and get us a few bites on those beautiful naggers and get us into some Norwegian cod. If you watched my videos before, you'll see how that works. This is not a great demo. What I like to do is cut the mackerel open, put my foam pop-up inside and seal it back up, but at minus 30 you can't do that. We defrosted some at home, or back at the house, and I froze them back up, so I don't know. As the week's going on, it's actually going to get a lot more warmer. It's going to be -1 to +2, and we're going to get some snow. So my baiting up will get better, but needs must. I just need to get a bait in the water. Where's my bait needle? I'm not prepped, you see. And there we go, everyone. That's my first bait ready to go out here in 2024 in Norway. Look, there's a little tiny ridge. I don't want to fall over that. If you go in there, you're dead. So it's not a good look. Just going to put my up and over on. So over the top of us, which you might see in a minute, we've got two F-35s, Norwegian. With everything going on with Russia, it's a real threat. I spoke to a few local people and they are genuinely concerned out here about the Russians. So at times this week we may see the Navy, we've seen submarines in here, and we'll definitely see some jets coming through. But yeah, right, am I up and over? Oh, it's a big one. This will be popped right up. Right, let's move you back. Wish me luck, everyone. There's my first bait ready to go out here in Norway in 2024. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to me. Nothing fancy. Let's get one out there. Need to straighten my eyes. It's always worrying the first cast after your rods have been on a tube, thrown on an aircraft, as we've seen when we left Gatwick. But if it's going to go, if it's got some damage, it'll go on the first or second cast. Just a gentle flick. And there we are. Wallop. So as I'm using the up and over rig, I need to control my lead sinking, and I need some tide. If we don't get any tide, it could end up in a shitty 15-foot tangled mess. So what I need to do then is switch it up to some pulleys, which I've got made out. But hopefully, still sinking. Hopefully we get a bit of tide, and there we go. So if you're getting a little bit of rustling, I've naturally got warm kit on, which is going to rustle against my mics. Look at that. Look at that for Jazzle. It's beautiful, eh? That is what we call pop-up. Just like fishing for place, but on a big scale. Yet again, I'm going to try and use a 15-foot up and over. The true test will be when I wind in for the first time. If it's a big shitty heap, then I'll switch it up to pulleys, which I've got lots of them as well. But I like to get a little bit of movement, a little bit of flow. Pretty much like the UK, you get tide, surges, and you want your bait up, just moving. The cod out here will visually feed and halibut when we're allowed to fish for them in daylight. So the pop-ups helps, especially with halibut when they're swimming along. Remember, they got eyes on the top of their head. Just like a massive place. Well, more like a flounder. So it's just getting light. It takes about 2 hours to get light for the sun to come up, and it literally just comes up on the horizon. We probably won't even see it where we are. You can see it across there on the mountains, and then it's up for about 2 hours, and then it starts getting dark. But the good thing about that is the cod and the big whiting come out to feed, and maybe a nice haddock. Right, for my second cast, I'm using my lovely pop-ups. And there you go. Just like that. Oh, nothing fancy. Ideally, you want to cast quite far on this mark, but today I can, you know, I'm not worried. We're not worried today. I've not had any casts on the reel either, which I should do, but just because it's too cold, so I'm just going to leave the mags on, flick it out there just to get a bait in the water. The sun's coming up now. Don't look at my technique today, by the way. I've got a bin behind me. I've got an arm sticking out there. I've got a trailer, so I just get it in the water. In a bit, I'll probably get on the front of that pier and smash one out in that tide, but for now, I'll probably put them straight on top of each other. So, don't worry about it. It's a shit cast. I'm casting an 8-ounce lead in a whole mackerel into 100 foot of water. Just feathering it down, like I said. Don't just let it go, because it'll just end up in a snotty heap. My battery just died, it froze. But I was just saying, we've got 2 rods in the water and we've got a chance. If it's down to preparation and effort, we're gonna have a good trip. Just like fishing back home, if the fish aren't here, you can't catch them, but we're gonna give it a go. We've got 6 days now of fishing and I'm gonna give it my very best. So welcome back to Norway. My name's Wayne. This is just beautiful. Hopefully I can make us 5 or 6 lovely videos and get you in on the action. Wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck. Well, I just finished setting up and my Uncle Phil shouted over, I got a bite. So we sat back and waited for the fish to take the bait properly. As it was freezing, I didn't bother putting mics on both of us. So here's a little bit of music and here's my Uncle Phil catching the first fish of the trip. As you can see, Phil's caught the first fish of the trip and he's absolutely inhaled that mackerel bait there. Well done, Phil. Yee! Well, there we go. £12.6, £12.5, or nigh on, for my uncle's first fish in Norway, and a PB by £4. And that's what this place can do for you. Been fishing for about an hour. I've not checked my bait yet. So what I'm going to do, wind in. The sun's up now. Pretty sure my baits are fine. I'm going to try and cast a little bit further now on this cast. I just wanted to get a bait in the water when I got here. And I go out on this jetty and cast properly, hopefully. Get it out in that tide rip. It's not really ripping like we get at home, but there's a little bit of movement. And where we got movement, we've got a chance of a fish. Hopefully my up and over is not a shitty heap. Look at that. It's absolutely perfect. I'm not even going to change that. I was going to put that straight back out. Just going to walk it a little bit out here and aim for those 3 humps, the one in the middle. Try and get it out in that tide rip. Casting. Hey, my mag just froze on then. That's not good. God, it's cold round here, everyone. Oh my God. The wind's coming right down the side of this slipway. It's pretty hard. My hands actually froze to the rod. Let's go for it. What could go wrong? Not a lot. Oh. Yeah. Remember when I sprayed you with blood and guts? Yeah. Yes. Both my baits are perfect. Look at all the ice coming up. It's freezing as it's coming out of the water. Look at that one as well. Oh, we're definitely fishing today. No shit fish out there taking our baits. Look at that. That's been out there an hour. Let's get that back out there. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm alive, first thing. Secondly, no more bites, just Phil's fish. As you've seen, a beautiful £12.6 scree cod. So that's the cod that travels here with the herring and the fish. They got teeth. Yeah. Beautiful fish. Phil's going to take that one home. Make 2 or 3 meals, I'd say. It's lovely at that size. But yeah, we're fishing. We're about an hour, well, about 40 minutes before low. And as you can see, we've not really got any tide. You don't really get tide here anyway. Not as a rule. Not ripping like the Bristol Channel or Chesil or parts of the Solent. It's just more of a gentle movement. Just going to change the bait. Just coming up to low water. Let's change the baits. It's not really about the scent, but you never know. It's more visual in daylight. We're not getting crabbed out, so... Well, we haven't been. But just like home, different states of tide, the crabs turn up. Langoustines, lobsters, if you're lucky. So when I'm winding in, I'm not sure if you can see, I've got ice forming on the top of the rod and it's falling down. It's quite a strange thing. see it on the tip? I'll show you. There it goes, just fell then. Feels like I've got something else other than my bait. It might just be spinning. It's not a fish, it just could be a starfish or yeah, my bait's been stripped there. And there we are. That's not a fish, that's crabs. So I couldn't bring you back because my hands are actually freezing off because I've done both rods at the same time. And this one on the big pop-ups has not been touched. So as you can see, the big pop-ups are working, so crabs can't get on there. The other one's more of a counterbalance bait. It is popped up, but not right up. And because we've got no tide, it's not popping up properly. I just cut myself and you can't even feed it. I don't know how I've done that. It's pretty harsh, I'm not going to lie. It's a tough environment to film and fish, but I bloody love it. Let's do this a minute. So hopefully you can see it there. We're not the only one fishing today. There's a seagull right above us. Look at that beautiful thing. It's massive. Look at that in the sun. That's pretty smart. Lean into it, Phil. Yeah. Go on, keep going. Don't stop. You'll catch up with it in a minute. There he is. Keep going. Not there? Yeah, don't worry about it. He might come alive in a minute. Yeah, he's there. Another cod, I'd say. Pardon? Doesn't feel very big.
It's not, well,
it ran all right, didn't it?
Yeah, it feels like bird, isn't it?
Something might have taken it. What you might have is a small fish on there that's been smashed.
Still heavy.
Let's bring the camera forward. Oh, it's freezing around here, everyone. There's another cod. Is it a cod? Yeah. Oh, he's nailed that. Well done. That's a nice little fat chunker.
Right,
there you go. What a mate. It's another nice fish that. Oh. Oh, it's freezing. I've just recast them both out. As you can see, we're starting to lose the sun for another day. It's only daylight for about 5 hours. It's pretty cold. It's good though. So we've had 2 bites, 2 fish, and that's Phil. 2 nice cod, one at just over 12, and that one's probably 6 or maybe 7. We didn't weigh it, he just dropped it straight back. So we've just had a little chat about our plans. What we were going to do is stay here in daylight. When it got dark, go back to the house, have some food and come out again tonight. But what we've decided to do, because we're 3 hours into the flood now and we've got 3 hours till high water, is to stay out. It's going to be dark in about an hour's time. So what we're going to do is fish into darkness when, pretty much like home, a lot more fish generally come out to feed, including some big whiting and a lot of cod normally. And then what we'll do is fish up till high water, maybe an hour back, and make our way out of here. Obviously, as you can tell, it's absolutely freezing. It's dropping, dropping and dropping all day. One good thing though, tomorrow from lunchtime it starts getting a little bit warmer with a chance of some snow, and we all like snow. How you all doing? As you can see, it's just starting to get dark. So all we do really is change it up. We don't want any baits popped up at night. We don't need that. Obviously pop-ups are for visual. When it's dark, I like my baits down on the bottom. What I'm going to do to add attraction, I'm using some Sea Glow glow in the dark. Just charging it up with my UV torch. Right, I've just gone to pick up the second rod to change it to a bottom bait, and I've got some weight. I don't think it's a fish. It could be a massive edible crab. It could be a lobster. I don't know what it could be. Could be some weed. But it definitely got some weight here. I might have hooked myself a big crab, as this one wasn't popped up. Let's see what I can haul from the depths. I don't think it's a fish. Oh, it's heavy though. All the boats are coming in for the day now. They don't want to be out here at night. It's not fighting like a fish. You never know what you catch out here. Could be anything. Could be a pair of wellies. Well, probably one. Did check this one quite far, unfortunately. It's heavy. It's not a fish though. Might be a massive lobster, imagine that. I'll be eating that. You wouldn't believe it. I thought I had crossed lines, but what happened is, when I brought it in, this crab had fallen off the rod that you've seen and gone through the line of the other one. How unlucky. So when I could see it moving like that, I thought it was me pulling on my rod. It was this little chap trying to swim away, but that is a nice crab. Look at that, that's probably worth more than a fish and will probably taste better, but I'm going to get that one back. That's an edible crab. I'm not blanking. Yeah, I am. I'm now whiting, haddock and cod fishing here in Norway. It's minus 19 with a wind chill of, I don't know, a million, and we're having a good time. I'm going to get myself wrapped up. I'm going to get the gloves back on and I am going to keep fishing. Hopefully I can get us a few fish. We're going to fish for 1, maybe 2 hours of darkness and try and get us into a decent one at last. It's only day 1. I've got 6 more days to make it happen. Cheers, Mr. Crab. Oh, I got a bite. Wow, got a bite in the left arm rod, everyone. Right on cue. Let's light it up. Looks like a cod bite. Watch your left one. Furthest one away. This one. It's a nice pull down. There you go. Oh, the right one went slack then. There's a few fish around. Oh, look at that. Wow. I got a bite. Yeah. It's just slacking me off. That's a bang bang slack, everyone. Whoa. Right. Hey, don't get excited. I got a bite. Shithead has got a bite. Don't fuck it. That was a bang bang slack. Let's tighten it up. Hold it. And turn that ratchet off. Oh. Something there, I think. Oh yeah, I'm in. Right. Yeah, it's a cod. A few head shakes. Doesn't feel very big, but it's better than a blank. We're on the fish, everyone, in Norway. Come on, son. Look at that head shake. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully it's a 5 pound whiting. That'd be nice. What do we have? Hello. Well, we are not blanking, everyone. Cheers, Stu. Oh my god, I've got a leader all around my head now. Hey everyone, my name's Wayne and I've been fishing once. Forgive me, it's fucking freezing. Right, let's bring this round. And there we are. Not the biggest, but it's my first fish in Norway in 2024. It's just got dark. Had him on the Lumilet, the Sea Glow Lumi beads with half a Joey mackerel. Right, if you look at the first rod, this is a nice pull down, started taking line. That's on a whole Joey. It's actually crossed over, let me. Oh no, it's not. Let's tighten this one up for you. Hey, we're on the fish now. Just like at home. The fish come on the feed at night. Big whiting, haddock, codling, big cod. Come on then. Oh, nothing there. Let's put it back down. It's a decent bite. Tide's running now. Just to remind you, it's still -20. So if I look like I don't know what I'm doing, it's cold. I'm sliding all over the place. Now I've got line. What's happening here? The one I've just put out is not settled properly. So it's very deep, and what happens is you need to follow your line down. So even when you think you're tight to the lead, you're not, and it goes slack again. Look, I know it's not been action packed today, but not many people would have fished in this. We've stuck it out for over 10 hours, -20 to -30, and we've been out fishing. It's been hard, it's been cold, but I think we need to move on now. Not, I mean us, not in a relationship sort of way. I mean Stu, Phil and I need to get back to the lodge and warm up. We've been out here long enough. It's been pretty hard. We've had a couple of fish each. Feels like quite a good day. It's had a lovely double-figured cod, and a second one, I don't know, 6 or 7. And I've had one cod, probably £5. So, but I'm still better than Chelsea Beach, you know. But I am, obviously, in Norway. But we've got 6 more days. The weather's meant to be more kinder to us. On that note, I'm gonna go cook myself some food, get in the shower, warm up, charge all my stuff, make a few more rigs, and dream about coming out here tomorrow, somewhere in Norway, and catching some more fish. But for now, I'm going to sort this stuff out, put all my kit away, sort my rigs out, and make my way back to the lodge. Stoke up the wood fire, maybe have a little rum, I'm not sure yet, and dream about coming back out here and catching some more fish for you tomorrow. My name's Wayne. This is day 1 of my first trip in 2024. It was hard. It's probably, that didn't make sense, it's probably the coldest I've ever fished in. So I hope you enjoyed the scenery. It's been lovely, but the fishing has been shat.